Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here for another Khans of Tarkir Swiss draft. We've got Sagu Mahler as our rare. I'm a big fan. Gets you in a couple colors early on, but he's a really powerful card, so pretty happy to take that. Other honorable mentions in here. We got Wind Scout, which I like. Kieran, which is good. I like Crippling Chill a lot. Mandrills is fine. Scout the Borders is good if we end up Sultai. By taking Mahler, we kind of commit to either Teamer or Sultai, but that's not an issue. No problems there. This has been a pretty polarizing format as far as some of the people's opinions go about how you should build a deck, and I think that's cool. There's a lot of directions you can go. I think it's pretty difficult to go 4 and 5 color without really compromising either Spell Snatcher. Compromising better picks by taking lands or having too many lands and not enough good picks. It's very difficult. It's a fine line between getting enough fixing to make a 4/5 color deck work and having enough fixing but not really having a deck that needed to be 4 and 5 color. Like not enough incentive or reasons to really go that direction. I like Spell Snatcher a lot. I'm pretty happily taking it here. This already kind of looks like a Secret Plans deck or something like that. That would be cool. I like the Abomination. Kind of hope we could table that, even though it, sort of puts us in Sultai right away. But we'll see. Possibly Teamer still. All right, geez. Master of Pearls. Card's really strong. I don't know why that would be passed. Seems like it's far and away the strongest card remaining in this pack. The issue is Bant's not really a color combination. And blue-white is what? That only is just Sky. So could play just Sky Splash Sagu Mahler if I want to make Master Pearls work, but then I'm like base blue-white. I think the issue is there's nothing really very good in here that we care about. I'm going to take the Master just in case white's open, because I'm not really compromising anything, like a Smoke Teller or another thing that doesn't matter. Alright, well, if we're on the rare path, let's just take them all. Yeah, I like Villainous Wealth a lot. I think it's a good finisher. That's actually a pretty good reason to be Sultai. There is Jungle Hollow in here, and Glacial Stalker's fine too. But yeah, I actually like Villainous Wealth. I think it's fine. I've had it blank on me before too, but I think Villainous Wealth got a little bit better once I realized that I think this is most of the time a 18 land format. And if you're playing 18 lands, X spells get infinitely better. I guess we could just take Thornwood Falls here, not really giving up too much on color with Sultai. Master of the Way is a very powerful card for Teamer. I like that card a lot. Other than that, yeah, nothing much else for us, so let's take the Thornwood Falls. Ooh, Secret Plans. There's also Incremental Growth, however, that card is pretty strong. I think Incremental Growth's just going to be better than Secret Plans. I am a big fan of Secret Plans, but Secret Plans, you kind of want cards like Mystic of the Hidden Way and like Monastery Flock, like the cheap morphs. These guys are, they're fine with Secret Plans, but since they're so expensive to unmorph, you don't get as much value as you'd like. Throttle is also good, but Incremental Growth is just bonkers. Card's ridiculous. Crippling Chill seems correct. Not really giving up anything I care about, and I love Crippling Chill, so pretty happily picking that up. Seeing Bellstrike, you know me, not a fan of this card, but I don't think we're going to need a Tusked Clossedon, I guess, so I'll take a Singing Bellstrike. I really don't like this card, though. You got to be playing a pretty dedicated aggro deck to get the value out of that you want. I think this is actually a Scout the Borders pick. I like Roar of Challenge. It is nice. But Scout the Borders, especially if we're in Sultai, which I think we are, or at least I'd like to be, Scout the Borders gets a lot better. Really fills your graveyard nicely. Plus, we already have a couple creatures I wouldn't mind searching up. Although I guess giving away that you have a Spell Snatcher is not ideal. I can take a banner here, I guess, if for some reason I wanted to splash a red. I don't think I do, though. Let's move this stuff that's not going to be in main deck into the side. All right, so we did table the Smoke Teller. This is the pack where we took Master of Pearls, so we didn't even compromise anything by taking Master of Pearls. I can take Smoke Teller here pretty easily. Weave Fate's pretty playable, but I don't mind getting a 2-drop. Let me get one anyway. All right. I'll take the Weave Fate over the Blinding Spray. Although, I think Blinding Spray gets a bad rep by some people. I've seen it played a few times, and it can be pretty good. I've seen some blowouts. I don't care about any of these. My opponents can play Mardu Blazebringer. This is a good pack one, though. Jeez. Got some good win cons. Really, this deck just needs some Delve, and we'll be in business. But even if I don't get Delve, still looking good. Main incentive to be in blue is for that Treasure Cruise, so I hope we just see one I'd like. Treasure Cruise is so good. God, I love that card. So why don't we move our morphs to the 3 slot so we can get a better look at it. Yeah, we're working on a pretty good base here, though. Setting up nicely for a Sultai deck. Black is a pretty appropriate color to splash, I think. All right, well, we opened Tower Shell, but I'm not a huge fan of this card. This card really ended up to be pretty disappointing, as efficiently costed as it is. I think we're looking at Tuskguard Captain here pretty easily. But yeah, I wish Tower Shell had panned out better. Tuskguard Captain's actually really good with the incremental growth too. That's pretty nice. But what do we likely table? Like a Smoke Teller or a Sandbar, either of which is probably fine. Ooh, Sultai Soothsayer is pretty awesome. There's a chance that we table it, but I think it's certainly powerful enough where I want to take it. I am giving up a Grizzly for it, though, which kind of sucks because I'm a huge Grizzly fan. Throttle is also in here, which I'd like, and Shambling Attendance. But I'm going to take the Soothsayer. It's pretty tough to deny. Awesome blocker that gets you an extra card and feeds your Delve. It's pretty nice. And ideally we table Grizzly, Mystic, Throttle, or Attendance. We've got a chance to table one of those. There's some other good cards in here, so it could happen. But, I mean, also we could table the Soothsayer, like I said, but I just want to make sure we get this card. I seem to always, whenever I play Sultai, which I admit is pretty rare, I never get the Soothsayer, and I always want them. Okay, so now it's Dragonscale Boon, Trick versus Loxodon, which is a nice finisher, as well as a decent morph dude. Dragonscale Boon is a nice trick. Very good with Tuskguard Captain. I think I'm still more interested in the Loxodon. Flock is decent too, but I think I like the Loxodon more. Oh, geez. Ice Feather Aven in the same pack as Sultai Flare, both of which I'd like. The Flare is awesome with the Soothsayer especially. Highland Game in here. A lot of good picks on color with us. including Dismal Backwater too, which I also wouldn't mind. But Ice Feather Haven is really strong, so I'm going to take that. Tough to deny the bounce. All right. Well, I think we want the Opulent Palace. Sage of the Inward Eye is a pretty scary card. There's also a Savage Punch in here, which I would totally take, but I'm on Opulent Palace plan for sure. Let's make our manas all the much better. And Force Away is also in here, which I like, but I kind of want this Palace. It seems like a good time to pick it up. Geez, double incremental growth? I gotta be honest, I kind of want to go for that. This card is insane. If I can pick up enough creatures, you can just go to town with incremental growth. Yeah, I'm going to take a second one. I've never played with two of them before. I mean, it's a little bit clunky, but we're playing 18 lands anyway. So we should be able to get, ooh, Sultai Charm, nice. Well, seems like an easy pickup. This deck's really coming together. What do I need? I'd like to pick up one of those Highland games on the wheel. That would be ideal. Misfire Weaver is a good card. Happily take that. Taigam Scheming is also good, but we still have 0 Delve. Oddly enough. But Weaver's awesome card. Did table both the Smoke Teller and the Sandbar, so Smoke Teller number 2 seems legit. There's a Bitter Revelation, which is actually, ideal for this kind of deck, but I want to get some more creatures with double incremental growth, and Smoke Teller is obviously better than Sandbar anyway, so let's take it. Scion of Glaciers is pretty good. I think we can take the Attendance, though. On the splash, it's probably still fine. Give us our first Delve card. Scion is a good card, though. I think it gets underrated. I'm going to take the Shambling Attendance here, though. Yeah, I think I like the Attendance. I'm going to hate the Act of Treason because it can be pretty harsh. Dragon Scale Boon, definitely nice. Got all the +1/+1 counters. Just need the creatures. Ooh, Force Away. Nice. All right. Well, we're up to 20 cards in our deck. Scaldkin, doubt we're playing that for not playing red. 4 mana, 2/2s. Not exactly doing it for me. So out of this last pack, we really just need some more creatures. We're sitting pretty. We got all the removal we need. At this point, I'm just about ready to boot Singing Bellstrike out of my deck. Geez, Murderous Cut. It's pretty bonkers. Sandstep Citadel actually does work for fixing, but I'd much rather have Murderous Cut. And I guess at that point I might as well just take Jungle Hollow. But I see the argument for taking the Tri-Land in case there's some white card I want to splash for. Can't really splash for Master of Pearls. There's also Hooting Mandrills in here, which is good. But yeah, we gotta take the Murderous Cut. Way too good. All right, Abomination, Thornwood Falls. We didn't table the last Abomination. I'm not confident we can do it again. Savage Punch is fine. It's actually not that great in our deck. We don't have a ton of stuff to abuse with it. We don't have a ton of ways to even get Ferocious online. Mystic's fine. I really want to make sure I get 5 more creatures. It's going to be tough to make incremental growth work in here if I don't have a ton more creatures. So as much as I'd like the Thornwood Falls to make our mana base a little more consistent, I think I'm taking Abomination. It really is Abomination versus Mystic. Maybe I have enough expensive unmorphs. I kind of do have quite a few expensive unmorphs. But that being said, Abomination is a pretty good card. 3/4 flyer. Guess I'll take Abomination. There's a solid argument for the other dude there, though. Okay, so now it's Rakshasa versus Glacial Stalker. feel like we have enough 5-drops already. I don't even have a ton of ways to delve. I've got Murderous Cut and Shambling Attendants. Is that enough? Maybe. I guess I might as well take it. Could also table, but Glacial Stalker's just not terribly exciting. I guess I could make... We've already got a few black picks and not a lot of fixing, so... I mean, Rakshasa's not even that great. Even at its best. I guess I'll take the Stalker. Triple... Oh my god. Double Villainous Wealth? Can I even do that? Do I play 19 lands? Could also play the Embodiment. Triple Incremental Growth seems ridiculous. But so does Double Villainous Wealth. Has anybody ever done Double Villainous Wealth? I feel like we're kind of setting ourselves up for disaster here, but I think I'm interested. That's a little bit too ridiculous to pass up, isn't it? Or do we not even want 2 of them? Is that just too absurd? This is such an 18 land deck. It's insane. Maybe we table an Embodiment? We kind of got like dual decks going on here. That's the issue. I'm going to take the Wealth, I guess. It's pretty greedy. Pretty greedy, speculative pick. All right, Dismal Backwater versus Embodiment. I may actually want the Embodiment, to be honest. I want a ramp. I'm going to take Embodiment. Our base colors are in it. And Dismal Backwater is good, but Embodiment's going to do the same thing we want the Dismal to do, which is fix. And then we get the added bonus of ramp, as well as get a target for incremental growth in a pinch. So I think Embodiment is exactly what this deck wants. Now my curve's all messed up. Jeez. May actually want the banner here. There's nothing else for us, so I'm going to take it. I may have to, not have to, but I may want to play it. Force Away number 2. Remember, we're not going to get the Force Away value that much, but it is a bounce spell. Otherwise, I'm taking a Wetland Sandbar as just another cheap dude, which isn't bad, but I guess, yeah, I guess we actually need the Sandbar. We're short on creatures. I still want to make double incremental growth work. Sultai Charm late? This deck is insane. Right seems too greedy, but then Whirlwind Adept's not very good. I guess, yeah, it's not very good. We're not going to play right. Guess I can take Adept with double incremental growth. I don't think we're playing it. Crippling Chill, I guess. Scion. Whatever. So, we've got a good deck. We do have a good deck. Question is, how do we want to build it? What is the best game plan for this deck? Because our fixing is pretty atrocious. So, the Embodiment does help a lot, though. I've got to figure out how many sources of black I need to run. Do I even want to do double Villainous Wealth? I feel like it's kind of, well, it's not even kind of, it just is unnecessary. I got to think about this. We may even ditch the Scout the Borders plan. The 1 Delve card. I guess we picked up 2 Delve cards, but Murderous Cut, you pay the full price on that and it doesn't matter. Whereas Shambling Attendants is probably pricier than... I've got enough like pricey spells going on in this deck. I don't need any more than that. What does this do again? Kills monocolor, Destroys artifacts and enchantments. It's pretty versatile, I guess. So we have 16 creatures. Let's separate stuff. I'm going to take out the lands for a second here. I admit, I didn't pick up much fixing, but I'm trying to make this double incremental growth work. Yeah, I think we probably ditch one of the villainous welts. As cool as that is, having 2 just seems ridiculous. I probably should have just... Well, I wasn't going to play 3 incremental growth either. That also seems ridiculous. Let's cut the Weave Fate. It's a pretty easy card to cut. Prefer to not cut creatures. We've got all the morphs, though. And Whirlwind Adept is pretty lackluster. Why did you move it over there? Okay. Let's see here. Well, let's ditch the banner. Don't need it with 18 lands. So we have to make 5 more cuts. I think I'm ditching the Scout the Borders. And I think I am actually ditching the Shambling Attendants. I do like the card, but I'm not going to play any Delve Fuel in this deck, really. I guess Soothsayer kind of is, and Abomination is, but... Then again, I guess I could play Attendants over the Adept. Adept's not very good. So 3 more cuts. Guess we can probably cut the Boon. It's pretty similar function to incremental growth. 15 creatures, I gotta stay at 15 creatures, so I think I cut 2 more spells. Jeez, that seems impossible. Look at our spells. Our spells are so good. I could cut a Chill and a Force Away. But yeah, I'm not going to go lower than 15 creatures. That's not happening. Not with double incremental growth. It's too important. Way too important that we get to 5 mana and have 3 creatures out so we can just take the game over. Alright, I think I convinced myself. I'm going to cut a Force Away and a Crippling Chill, both of which are great spells, but we also have double Charm, which I'm certainly not cutting, and Murderous Cut, and Crippling Chill I like more than Force Away because of the cantrip. And I'm not going to cut Villainous Wealth. I already cut one appropriately. I shouldn't have even taken the second one, but like I said, I wasn't going to play 3 incremental growth. That's just absurd. 2 of them is already really awesome. Alright, yeah, this is a good deck. It's a very good deck. Our mana kind of sucks, but we'll figure it out. Let's combine stuff. Remember, we're playing 18 lands, so that does help. And we did end up getting an embodiment, which I'm still happy about, since he's good mid-game with double incremental. And he's definitely good early game as a way to find a black source. But we have more black than I had hoped. So we actually have to play quite a few sources. We already have the Opulent Palace, and I guess this is a green and a blue as well. So 5 sources of black. Yeah, I think we're going to have to do 5 sources of black, and then it's 8 sources green, 8 sources blue. Yeah, that probably works, actually. It's not that bad. Their suggestion was not that bad. 5 sources black, 8 sources blue, 8 sources green. Let me look at our curve again. All the morphs. Morphs are actually fine with incremental. Okay, yeah, so we're running it like this. Overall, I think this deck's pretty good. Certainly can't complain about any part about this deck. We've got some exciting big finishers. We have good removal, double Sultai Charm, Murderous Cut, Crippling Chill, Ice Feather even is kind of removal. This is a powerful deck. I think it could do really well. So we'll see you round one.